have something else in common, like the paper route.
Yes.
I've done that too.
Yeah.
So, but I've learned, like, people who have done paper routes, like, they're true hustlers.
100%. What happened is I went one day and this guy, I gave him my whole spiel. Hey, it's a Sunday newspaper, you buy it, you get all these coupons, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I'm not buying this paper from you, but I'm going to give you $1,000 check.
Wow.
I was like 13 and he wrote this check. All my brunkles, I had called them off my minute phone, and I was like, hey, this guy just gave me $1,000 check. They're like, don't say shit to anybody. Like, they're gonna try and, like, the paper route was gonna try and keep the check. And he was like, I just believe in you because of everything that you're saying right now, and you're doing so well already. And there's just certain things that would have happened when I was young and hustling that if it didn't happen, you know, who knows where I'd be today. But I do believe in doing those things for kids when you're really young, or anyone. You could be 30, you could be 60, and just giving some kind of positive reinforcement and feedback. It changes your trajectory, man. It really does.
So what did you do with the $1,000 check?
I bought an MP3 player. I bought an MP3 player, and then I cashed the rest, and I don't know, probably blew it on Subway or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's up, everybody? It's Brooke Jones, aka the Millennial Agent.
Hey guys, it's your girl Tyra Nicole.
Hey everybody, I am Nicole Pay.
And you are watching the RPR Podcast.
Katie Wheeler. It's not really good.
It's the lotion.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Realest People in Real Estate Podcast, where we talk about the real shit and not about real estate. I'm one of your hosts, Brooke Jones, aka the Millennial Agent.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Tyra Nicole.
Hey everybody, I am Nicole Pay, and today we have Katie Wheeler, co-founder of Match Realty. Thank you so much for being with us.
Oh my gosh, thanks for having
I know
me.
you guys
Katie,
all
you're
just
sitting
a
up
little
really
nervous.
high right now, girl.
I know you are sitting up high.
I gotta go for the facade.
You
The
didn't even
facade
check
that
to see.
I'm like 6 feet tall.
Yeah,
Are we good?
Are we good? Is everyone good? All right. So I just have to tell you guys, I have so much FOMO because all of you guys just went to Boyne Mountain.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Will and I couldn't make it because some family health issues with my mom. But I saw y'all's videos and all the things. Y'all had a blast.
It was a lot of
It was
fun.
for your 30th birthday.
For my 30th birthday, but
3-0.
Right.
snowboarding was a little tough this time around.
Yeah.
You go every year. What do you mean?
I know, but I'm still kind of a beginner, guys. Like, I'm not a pro snowboarder, and so I got the heel. Was it the heel lift? Is that
Okay.
what they call it heel stop.
So you're a little bit more on your, and then you
but
push
then
down
the
on your heel.
toe stop is what I have difficulty with
Oh.
because I will.
Okay, so you have to explain because I know what you mean, but can you explain? So in your board,
Mm-hmm.
you have a heel stop that you can stop with your back foot, correct?
So if you lift your heels up, then your snowboard is going to dig into
Dig into
the
the
snow,
ground.
and you're
Right.
going to be kind of like going forward down the hill.
So you get the
Right.
powder, right?
Right.
Like powder spray.
Yes.
Yeah, like an ice skater, like a hockey player, when they're going to stop, they kind of go to the side.
Right.
But when you do the toe, my board ends up the other way, and I'm going backward down the hill, and I freak out, and so I fall on my butt. And I fell on my butt a lot of times.
I'm definitely a heel stopper person. I've never done the toe. I've only done heel.
You
toe freaks me
snowboard,
out.
not ski?
So I do both.
Okay.
But I actually learned how to ski first, board second, and I think that, like, saying this for anyone who's ever done it, I think you need to learn how to board first.
I
And then
feel you
ski
because I
second.
haven't learned it, and
Yeah.
skiing is very freeing.
Yeah.
But my husband, same. He skied
Yeah.
this time, but he's learned on.
I think for anyone who wants to do it for the first time, boarding, you have to learn how to board first and then go to the skis.
Wait, this was the first time he's ever skied?
No, he skied once before, but he's entire time of him probably like, I don't know, 20 years, 15 years. Anytime he's ever gone on
boards.
snow, it's snowboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. But skiing it's super simple.
It's super simple.
You just
And
sit back,
I do,
like-
and I think like the mental of when you're bored, you're stuck to one board.
Yeah, and then the lift, you gotta get the lift. It's a whole process.
And then when
Yeah.
when you're on skis, you're a little bit more free. So, but I definitely.
Tyra, how did skiing go?
How did skiing go,
Yeah,
Tyra?
Tyra, it's weird.
Tell us all
I
about
don't really
it.
remember
Do
seeing
you
you
guys
out
see
there.
how quiet I am?
I know, because I already
have to
know.
shrink down.
I saw enough videos. I already know. Oh, that was way too.
I didn't even see her.
Yeah.
I didn't even see her. She was.
Were you?
I went to the bar.
I was gonna say, were you
40
in-
acres. You're a 40 acre stabber.
And then we had some like what was it, like apple cider or whatever.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I know.
The waffles and
I
all
had
that.
serious
It was
FOMO
cool.
in all the videos, so this has to become an annual event.
It is going to be
Oh my
an
God,
annual
still.
thing.
I
Yeah.
But
feel
it was
bad
so
because like
fun.
you had to
Like,
leave
I
really
loved it.
early. We got there super late. We got to do like a week, and
Yeah.
everyone can just come in and go.
Or either like a
Yeah.
Thursday to a Monday.
Yeah.
Like
We
Yeah.
get
needed
there
like
Thursday.
one more day. I feel like.
Yeah.
We
For
needed, like,
sure.
one more day.
Yeah, for
But-
sure.
Yeah.
I love
But yeah,
it.
was
All
cool.
right.
Thank you
So-
for planning that. It was
I
amazing.
know.
Thanks.
So
Yeah.
yeah, annual thing will be there for sure next
Yeah.
time. Another news: we have Will Pay back in the house, and I can't go without.
Hey.
Will Pay has
Get a round
been.
of applause.
Yes, round of applause for Will Pay.
I almost want to do a standing ovation.
Strong drinks are back.
So Will Pay has been
Our
dad.
bartender is back.
Yeah, our bartender's back. Will Pay has been dad. Our daughter had a competitive cheer, so he had to be there to pick her up and take her to cheerleading. So thank you for filling in. Well, you didn't fill in. That's your daughter. So, but thank you
for being there.
being dad.
Thank you for being a dad.
Thank you for being a dad. I appreciate you. And but we missed you. It's been different the last couple months without you being here. So
The boys
thanks
have
for being
both
back.
been gone.
Huh?
Both of the boys have been gone.
I
It's just
know.
been us
It's just been us girls.
And Ty.
Holding-
We've been holding it
Poor
down.
Ty. I'm sorry. It's okay.
And
All
one
right.
time Ty wasn't even here. I'm like, what is going
I know.
on?
Ty wasn't here last week, was he? Was
No,
it last
like-
week?
It was a few weeks ago. I'm like,
And you weren't here. Y'all
just
men
ditching
just be
us, like,
dipping out on us left and right. So we always dive into hot topics, and I don't know if these hot topics are. They're not. Usually we like get into the tea and all that, but this one's a little bit different because obviously the hot topic right now is the plane crash.
Plane crashes.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yes.
say the main one being the plane and helicopter. Oh, I just hit my drink. Plane and helicopter, and I just noted like it's been. Did you even see the one in Seattle where two planes just almost collided? This just happened like maybe
Was
today
it
or
2 or
yesterday.
3?
I just keep seeing it in the like news headlines, and
Is it Trump's fault or not? No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm totally kidding.
I don't know what's going on.
I think. Listen, we are.
it's just 2025. Like,
We are
2025
conspiracy
came in
theorists.
like with all this crazy.
It's scary. I go to Cabo on Saturday.
Oh, really?
And can I swear on this podcast?
Of course.
I'm really fucked up about it. Like, I have a bunch of my friends in this group chat praying. Their families are praying for them. Their abuelas. Like, are you going to be okay on a plane? Should you really be going? Because
Yeah.
it is kind of scary.
I don't
When you have
think
that
I'm
many
getting on a
things
plane for a
happen.
while, actually.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's Trump's fault or not because that's a whole nother issue. I just think it's really like you guys. Someone has to wake up and say this is weird that this
Yeah.
is happening day after day. Like if this
Yeah.
isn't it like a helicopter and a plane collided and. God, what was it? 67 victims, I think, is the number for that
don't
one.
even know.
I can't even imagine. They were children, families,
Devastating.
devastating. But the fact that like it's been happening, like planes colliding, someone almost hit a runway. Y'all gotta admit that's weird.
The
I
weird
feel
thing
like-
That's weird.
Go ahead.
I was saying the weird thing was that they were saying like there's no possible way that, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all, so I'm joking about Trump, but like I'd also joke about Biden. I'd fucking joke about fucking Bush. I don't care. But like to know that this helicopter, there was literally no reason why they were that close. People tell me certain things and I'm like, all right, I guess I gotta question it, right? It's kind of
just
creepy.
It's
Question
weird.
everything.
Question everything.
Yeah.
That's
If
the
people
problem.
don't question everything,
enough.
exactly. If we don't start questioning everything, then I think there's something within the mentality of, you can't always believe everything that you hear, that you read. And
Never
at this day
believe
and
it.
age, and honestly, I think it's been since COVID. Since COVID, if people aren't starting to questioning, like, what the fuck is going on,
Yeah.
y'all are living in
If
a
you drive an
rabbit
EV,
hole.
If you drive an EV, you're gonna question two planes colliding.
Well, it's no question.
I
It's
believe that
like
because my
something-
EV is
yeah.
so freaking. My EV, I will be driving and it stopped. Like there could be someone within the perimeter of me, and that bad boy just stops to where my whole family is like, "Whew,"
Safe.
and I'm like, I didn't do that. Like so, the fact that you're gonna tell me that if my electric car can sense something around me and stop on a halt that I don't even control, that planes are colliding. Something
I
doesn't
think
make
someone
sense.
was on these planes that they wanted gone.
But I'm like, how powerful of a person could that even be? Was there an ice skater that was going to damage the world? Like,
Well, I'm
I mean, you
realizing
wanna talk
that this
about
happens
power,
often.
like, yeah.
They'll kill, like, it doesn't matter how many people to get to one person.
Yeah.
And
I
I
mean-
just feel like that happens. And it's happened, like, in movies. And I've told you,
And they're
like,
not
whenever
gonna
they
name-
put something in a movie, like, That's what really happened.
They're not going to name like who might have been on that plane, but in another situation too, when you say people aren't want to be gone, Irv Gotti's on life support right now.
Ooh,
Really?
He is. He had a
didn't know
stroke.
that.
Irv Gotti had a stroke, and he is on life support. That to me is another like
Who's that?
Irv Gotti.
Oh, 30-year-old baby.
Who is that?
Irv Gotti.
Murder Inc.
I'm only 32, but I know who God.
You know who Ja Rule
Yeah.
is?
Yeah.
Ja
You know
Rule.
who Ja Rule is?
Yes.
Yeah, they were all like under
All together.
Murder Inc.
Irv Gotti,
Yeah.
Ashanti,
Ashanti.
You know,
Ashanti.
Shanti,
They were
yeah.
all together. And wasn't Irv Gotti the producer?
Producer.
He was
Yeah.
their producer.
He owns the label.
Yeah, he owns a label, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden, Irv Gotti had a
I
stroke.
didn't know.
and-
When did this happen?
The day was it yesterday? Yesterday, he had a stroke. 50 Cent even posted about it. And he's like, "Man, I wanted him to see my
Curtis
documentary."
Jackson can do no wrong.
No, he can't.
No wrong. So what
So-
he says goes.
But and
Oh,
he,
I know it.
What?
Let's talk about the Beyonce.
The Grammys.
reaction.
Did you guys watch the Grammys?
Do y'all think it was fake?
I did not watch the Grammys.
That she won?
No, the reaction.
Oh, when
the-
she got up. Yeah, it's all over social media.
Yeah.
I already have a meme prepared of my status. Y'all will see it
Everybody's
tomorrow.
doing a meme. For
Oh,
it.
I have it already ready. I don't know. So
I think it's very astonishing that to be in 2025, the one time she wins a fucking album of the year. My husband, if you were here, would be chiming in on this. It's for a country album.
right.
It's wild. Like
Everybody's
Post
saying that
Malone's on her
Jay-Z
album.
paid for
Well,
it.
that so he whispered something into her ear when he hugged her, and there's like all over Facebook. They're like
to
lip,
guess what he
lip readers
said.
said that he said this, and people are chiming in like you better. What is it? They're saying like I paid a lot of money for this.
Oh,
you better
no.
thank me. Or
someone said
like,
it was about her tit hanging out.
Well, that's
Oh,
I heard
then
that.
the
Yeah.
wires.
Did you guys
Like
see the
she was
the
going
Wires
after
that
her
were hanging
boob.
out. That's
Yeah.
just weird.
Someone said that too. Is that he said fix your dress, and
The
then the next thing
wires?
she did was fix her dress.
The wires look so uncomfortable, guys.
Yes.
Like, one was out a little bit more than the other one, but they were clearly
But I
sticking
know
out.
how that feels. But I'm like,
Same,
you're like
Tyra.
almost a billionaire. Like, why do you have wires sticking out?
I think some things get so rushed towards the end. Like in LA,
Like,
you're
that
like,
should
Yeah.
never
do I wear
happen.
this? Do I not wear this? I went to the kids' gala over here at the Weston Book Cadillac on Saturday. I thought I had 2 dresses lined up. I went to put both of them on. Neither of them fit. So like within 10
Yeah.
minutes, I had to put something random on. It could have been something
It just
like
made
that.
me not feel bad about the time that I've had wires
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah, it happened.
I didn't know if
Beyonce
it was on
had some
purpose.
wires coming out.
happened.
And I also think it's not odd, but so I am a conspiracy theorist,
Love
like
it.
from the core.
Tell us all.
I think it's ironic that Taylor Swift introduced that award. How ironic that because
Oh,
they
was she a nominee?
And she was in the
She
red
wasn't a nominee?
dress.
she was in the red dress. She was
yeah.
no, she doesn't do country. She actually
Oh.
she won a country album of the year like in her younger
I
years.
stopped
But she's
watching
been
the
pop
Grammys,
ever
so-
since.
She's been in pop ever
Yeah.
since. But they're saying that every time Taylor wins an award, she thanks Beyonce. A lot
They
of-
were showing.
Well,
it was this
everyone
thing-
thanks her Beyonce.
Yeah,
Right.
It was this
'Cause
thing
she's
where they
never
were
not
showing,
nominated.
Like,
Right.
how many people like thanked Beyonce?
So that
when
was
they
the
won,
other
and
thing.
it was so weird.
Is that a lot of her awards, and then ironically, she's the one presenting album of
Yeah,
the
there's
year,
always
the country
something
to
to it.
Beyonce.
People were saying it's like a death threat because she'll look over and be like, "You won, but not next year."
Yeah, right.
You just never.
So,
know,
and it's crazy
like,
because
it's always
I
something.
actually have been to several Beyonce concerts, and I just said to Will on the way here, "Don't worry, babe, we're not going to the Cowboy Carter concert." Like,
It's a good look. So I digested the entire album today
did you?
because even my husband was like, "I don't know," and he's like, diehard Beyonce, Jay-Z fan, and he's like, "I don't know if she should have won album of the year, but she deserves a fucking album of the year finally." After like since 1999,
See,
are
I
you
feel like
kidding?
that should have came like the last album. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I can't even think of some of her album names, but
It's all fake,
Destiny's
y'all. It's
Child
like all
was
fake.
even Destiny's Child, right?
Yeah.
But so this
like all
to
fake.
win country album of the year for this album, I'm not really sure I'm feeling
and
it.
not at the Country Music Awards, right?
At
But
the-
she was slept on at the CMAs, which is
Correct.
shitty. But it is, I don't know. Someone made a joke the other day. It was like, why did Beyonce and Destiny's Child come out with Survivor like a week or 2 after Aaliyah died? There's like a lot of conspiracies. You're
yeah.
gonna dig into that one, Nikki.
No, that's
We're gonna end it there because I don't believe in any of it. But you should dig
Yeah,
into
this is
that.
after hours.
Actually, yeah. Actually, this will be after hours because
This is definitely
Tyra.
after
Listen,
hours.
One of my
Tyra's
friends
gonna go home and dig
Tanya,
into
Beyonce
hopefully she's
took-
watching. Mention that.
Beyonce did take
She
like
took Aaliyah's place.
spot. So
Yeah,
She
there's
did.
a, there's a lot of, the Illuminati and stuff like that.
helped.
yeah,
And Dame Dash alluded
Yeah.
to that all the
Yeah.
way.
Dame Dash has been saying that from the beginning because Dame Dash was with, or I'm sorry, Jay-Z was with Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Supposedly, allegedly.
Jay-Z raped Aaliyah.
Oh.
Oh, whoa, the hard R on the pot. Oh,
Great.
Hold on, wait,
Great.
wait, wait.
Great.
It's
Welcome back, Will Pay.
it's conspiracy, but this is somebody else's words, not mine.
I mean, she was a baby.
But this is what why he
Great.
wanted to sever the relationship with Jay-Z.
Yikes.
Sorry.
Oh.
So that's probably not going to be a
I've
short.
never actually.
No, I'm definitely putting Tyra's graped.
Great.
Yeah,
Because
great.
that's definitely not going to be short.
I
So,
want to say one more thing.
Will Pay, you have to say
YouTube
allegedly,
is
please.
no longer censored.
Yes, it is. We just got
By way of
censored.
Trump.
Really?
We just got
He
censored last.
uncensored- He uncensored
Brooke,
YouTube.
did we not just get
Oh, that's
censored
for
last
audio.
week?
Topic.
For audio.
We got censored last
Who
week for
censored you?
audio.
For music.
For music.
But you could do 30 seconds, right? Is it 30 seconds?
We just got
Yeah.
censored.
I was
Our
talking about that you can say what you want to say.
Yeah,
Oh.
like if you
Music is
say
a copyright.
COVID,
Yeah.
yeah,
usually they would take it,
Oh,
down or
so
whatever.
they don't no more?
Never,
they won't anymore.
Nope.
Oh, well,
that's cool.
we're gonna allegedly say because we ain't about to get
We
We
sued
still
up in
gonna
this
say
bitch.
alleged.
But yeah, so that's where the whole like Jay-Z, Aaliyah, Dame Dash comes in, and then Beyonce kind of took Aaliyah's spot after she
Yeah.
was unalived. So
We'll talk more after.
Yeah, we'll talk more after this. But let's dive into you
Yeah.
because you are our guest, and we are gonna dive into you.
I'd rather
On the
talk about
hot spot.
Beyonce.
No, we're gonna dive into you. So,
Beyonce.
did you want to take a drink? Because
my
you said
Trump
you're like
impression.
super nervous.
Oh, I've been sipping on this, Nikki, the whole time.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. So, usually we don't talk about real estate, but let's talk about younger Katie. Where did Katie grow up? Where are you from?
Redford Township. Before
Redford.
Redford Township,
Stayed there for
Brightmore.
like 15 years.
Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. South side or north side, Redford.
South side. South
Okay.
Redford.
All right, you're
South
cross
Redford
96.
District. Yep.
All right,
Right
cross-
across from 96.
Cross school. You know Beirut Bakery? Shout out to
Yes,
them.
I do.
They're amazing. Yes.
I do.
Yeah, so I went to my
Kids
middle
went there,
school
everything.
and high
Go
school
ahead.
years in Redford. My entire family grew up in the Brightmore area and then crossed over to Redford. Yeah, my mom's oldest of 10. I got to shout those Brunkles out because all of her brothers are my brother.
Wait, she's the only
uncles.
girl?
She is one of two girls
Out of 10?
Out of 10.
Whew, man,
Yeah.
those are some strong women.
She runs the show. She's probably watching this right now, hopefully. She's got a bad leg at home, so she's probably lounging. But yeah, she's the mother of the rest of the kiddos. And then it's me and my younger brother, Michael.
Okay.
And yeah, grew up in Redford for the most part.
So, what was childhood like for you?
Oh, we're going to go. You sure
Yeah.
you want to?
I'm going at girlfriend.
No, it's
I'm
great.
diving-
We like to
I'm
go
diving.
back.
We go
I
back into it.
love Are You High. Super grateful to be a part of that. Many of my girlfriends, we have a whole high school group chat, 10 of them. Like, we are still like
it.
thick as thieves. So, no, it's great. Super grateful for all my family. And yeah, everyone still lives in Redford for the most part.
Oh, really?
Were you an athlete growing up in high school?
I wish if I was
Or
an
were you a nerd?
athlete. I wasn't either. I kind of was like like an almost dropout in a
Almost
way.
dropout?
Yeah, like
We're gonna
I
get into that.
I graduated probably like a 2.6, but all my teachers, like I worked throughout all of I started a paper route when I was 11, 12. So I worked and then I like worked at a Subway and then at Potbelly and then I sold papers for the Detroit News and Free Press up until like end of high school. So I think my teachers all just knew I was really hustling and working really hard, that they were like, all right, if you come in, a little
We're gonna
late,
pass you.
It's no big deal. Like, just get it done type of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. But no, I was never street smarts. Always street smarts. Never,
Never
book smarts. Yeah.
So what made you get jobs so young?
Oh, you guys are going deep.
we go deep.
I need
So
more
we do.
tequila.
We got plenty. Don't worry.
My family, I would not change them for the world, but they definitely struggled a lot. It's a huge family under one roof. At one point, it's 3 bedroom, 1 bath, 14 people in one house.
So you had
wow.
family members living with you growing up.
Oh yeah, my grandma kind of raised me. So my
Okay.
mom being the oldest, we always lived with her entire family, and a beautiful thing. I'm grateful for all of them.
Yeah.
But that I'm going to be very honest here. One time I went to school, and I joke about this. Cyrus is going to laugh when he hears this, or he might find it kind of cringy. But I went to school, and this kid, Mike, was like, didn't you wear that shirt on a Tuesday? Or like last Tuesday, and I was like, I'll never fucking wear the same
shirt
outfit
ever
again. And I was like, I'm gonna work so hard to always make so much money that I just never have to worry about
Girlfriend,
those things.
don't worry. If you went back through the videos, I'm sure I'm sure I have a couple of
definitely
repeats.
outfit
I definitely
repeat.
have a couple of repeats.
Definitely.
That's how I'll ask Will, like, when did I wear this last? Has it been long enough that I can wear
Well,
it
now
again?
it's okay because now people know you got it. But when
Right.
you're in like 6th grade, and kids are mean.
Yeah.
Kids are
still
mean.
mean, girl.
100%. You have kids, you get it. And more so just, making sure that my family never really had to struggle for those things ever again. I don't have any kids. My entire family, I consider them my kids at this point. So really focusing on, doing things for them like they did for me growing up.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense because even when we were snowboarding and skiing, you were up there like she was literally working. She's on the phone going down the
I think
hill.
I saw a video. I think Becky posted it.
Yeah.
Becky Alley. Shout out to Becky Alley. I think
watching for a minute.
she was.
For a minute. I don't know if she's still on.
But I think Becky actually posted a video, like Life of a Real Estate Agent, and you were coming down and you had your phone in your hand. I don't know if you were on it or you were texting, but I remember like a video.
Listen, Thomas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you
but
were like
that
coming
is-
down on your board.
What it's like in real estate, it's very frustrating, right? Like I'm so fortunate to have so many loyal clients, so many clients that really are like I shouldn't even mention this. I'll be out of town next week. I'm not even saying where, because that's what happens. As soon as you say it, everyone's like, "Oh, they're out of
I need this
town."
now.
Yeah,
I wanna go see his house.
we have such
Right?
a great team that's able to be present for so many things, but there's no loyalty in real estate. There really isn't. There's no
Yeah.
loyalty in mortgages. As soon as someone thinks that you have something going on, they straight up are just going to hop to the next person. It doesn't matter. They want the cheapest rate. They want to be, they want to be at the house as soon as it comes up.
Right.
But I'm so grateful that, so many of my clients have sent me so many referrals where they know that I'm going to be there for them no matter what. It doesn't matter if I'm literally in the ocean, like going underwater. I got 2 phones. My other phone's live streaming. I'm there. So, that's just how it has to be. And if I can answer, I'm going to answer it. So
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I've learned something and we have something else in common, like the paper route.
Yes.
I've done that too.
Yeah.
So, but I've learned like people that have done paper routes, like they're true hustlers.
100%. And I think to be a part of something so young, when I was like 11, 12, Karen Wilcox is the one that ciphered me into that. She's the #1 hustler. Her birthday just passed. Happy birthday, Karen. What happened is I went one day and this guy, I gave him my whole spiel. Hey, it's a Sunday newspaper. You buy it. You get all these coupons, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I'm not buying this paper from you, but I'm going to give you $1,000 check.
Wow.
I was like 13 and he wrote this check. All my brunkles, I had called them off my Minute phone, and I was like, hey, this guy just gave me $1,000 check. They're like, don't say shit to anybody. Like, they're going to try and, the paper route was going to try and keep the check. And he was like, I just believe in you because of everything that you're saying right now, and you're doing so well already. And there's just certain things that would have happened when I was young and hustling that if it didn't happen, who knows where I'd be today. But I do believe in doing those things for kids when you're really young, or anyone. You could be 30, you could be 60, and just giving some kind of positive reinforcement and feedback.
Yeah.
It changes your trajectory, man. It really does.
So what did you do with the $1,000 check?
I bought an MP3
13.
player. I bought an MP3 player, and then I cashed the rest, and I don't know, probably blew it on Subway or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's cool. That's cool. That's
Where does
awesome.
that hustle come from though? Because I think
My
there's-
family.
Is there a hustle?
My dad.
Is that normal in your family? A lot of entrepreneurs.
Survival mode. No entrepreneurs, all survival mode.
All hustle mode.
They got to figure out where they're going to eat next and how they're going to eat next. And my grandmother, Michelle Kathleen Huska, knowing that she had 10 kids to feed, she got to figure it the fuck out. No one's going to figure it out for you. No one's going to figure it out for me. My husband, as amazing as he is, he probably yells at me more because I'm less dependent on him, because I just know that no matter what, it's on me. So 100% my family for sure.
That's crazy. So where's your brother? What does your brother do? Is he in the same, so you're a real estate agent.
Yeah.
You were mentioning you partnered with, you want to talk about that for a minute? Who did you just partner with?
with Real Broker. Yes. So Real Brokerage is amazing. I believe they initially started out of California. They're growing huge. Think of it, I hate to compare it this way. Actually, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to say it to compare it. Brooke knows what I'm going to say.
We all know what you're going to say.
But it is similar to an EXP, right? But it allows Cyrus to not have to do as many things hands-on. With the broker side. So he can still be just like a free agent. He can book his own clients, all the back end, like, commissions, all of the clerical work, all that stuff. So it's allowed us to grow our business to California faster. Because I always joke I've been like a one-man band. Like, I just wake up, open doors, sell houses, move on. Like, that's just always been how I've been in real estate. And it allowed Cyrus to do that as well and, to grow further.
So anyone else in your family entrepreneurs? Like your brother?
Andrew Huska is with us on our team.
Okay.
I mean, he's, self-made hustler forever. Patrick Huska, he's a contractor. He's been doing contract work. Every single person's an entrepreneur for sure. Yeah. My actual brother, Michael, he's always been doing things on his own. So every single person's in their own kind of game, but I would say that they're probably a little more shy. They're not as blown up on the real estate side, shouting out like top 100 of realtors in Wayne County. They're a little bit more lax for their own reasons. Yeah.
If somebody else is in the position that you were at when you were young and they feel like they really need to step it up for their family, they're struggling, what advice would you give to them to become as successful as you have been
Yikes.
today?
This is what I was nervous of, guys. It gets real.
You got it. I mean, what did you do?
Well, so it's really tricky because I call it like a Quicken College. When I was at Quicken College, I started at Quicken Loans when I was 18,
You called
19.
it Quicken College. I love that.
Because I went there right out of school, right? Where the advice I would give is just meet as many people as you can. Because the way that I got into Quicken Loans is I was at the paper route, then I started at Subway, and I lied and said that I was 15. I was 14 to get a shift leader job there. But it worked out.
Damn, girl, you were straight hustling.
It worked out.
So
Started
just
at
lie.
14.
Just lie about your
I'm
age.
like, I'm 15. Give me the shift manager.
Yeah, and I was I was probably shorter than this desk, but that worked out to where then that led me to someone being like, you should come manage this Potbelly, right? And this all sounds like super mediocre, but it changed my life in so many ways because then I went over to Potbelly, and someone at Potbelly was like, oh, you should come over to this roofing company. As I'm like making his sub every day, he'd come in, his name is Jim, he's like, I talk to you every week. And then I went there, and then I was at Blockbuster. And
Blockbuster video.
Yes, I'm aging
God, I love
myself.
going to Blockbuster on a Friday night. Like,
Yes.
I'm gonna spend an hour here. What movie we taking home on the
Yeah.
VHS?
So the upselling there, they were like, you really want me to get this Coke and chips and Reese's, don't you? I'm like, yeah. I was like, you should come over to AC Services. And that's when my whole life changed. So I went to AC Services in Dearborn.
What is
and
that?
It is a professional, I don't think it's around anymore, probably for good reason. But let me drink to that in case they're up.
Well, we'll just take that part out.
So
Allegedly.
yeah.
Just
so
kidding.
They were professional fundraisers, so people like breast cancer, ovarian cancer,
Professional
any kind of
It's a thing.
cancer, kids. We would be there on a 10 to 4 shift or a 4 to 9 shift. And then you'd sit there, you'd call and say, hey, you donated last year, will you donate again? And then you take a portion of the donations, which is super shitty because if you donate, Tyra, to me, $100, $20 of that probably goes.
Do you know all fundraising? Like, even I'm not about to call any names, but like the biggest breast cancer fundraising company that there is, your fundraising pays their
100%.
payroll.
Absolutely. So it was kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Well, it was really shitty, but also I had to look at it as still a portion of that went to the fund, went to the actual contribution. And then same thing. Some guy was like, "What are you doing?"
So that just kept happening to you.
They just plucked me out of there every time, and
opportunities.
it kept getting better and better and better. I was like, I don't smell like onions anymore. Now I don't gotta be dirty from these DVDs, and then I just moved on. And then I went to Quicken, and that is when my entire life changed.
Okay.
That is
How old
when
were you when you were at Quicken?
I was 19.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 19. Dana Durantini, who, again, I shout her out because she does my hair. She's been doing my hair since I was like 11. But she's like, you live downtown already. Why don't you just go there? And I was like, I don't even know what a mortgage is. I don't know what's going on. And then I went there, and then I met my beautiful husband, and, we bought a couple properties. But the advice I would give is it's about the people you know.
Yeah.
Get out in the streets. I always joke, I'm like, I'm in the streets. Our newest agent, Andre Abney, if he's watching, he's amazing. But I was like, just stay outside.
Yeah.
Meet as many people as you can and be as good as you can to all these people because it will pay off.
I
Somebody,
think in the world we live in today, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
100%. Someone
Yeah.
saw something in me that just like kept catapulting me to this where I'm at. And then I had a mental breakdown at Quicken and at 24, and I was fucking out of there. And then I got a real estate.
So let's
I
talk
think
about
that's
that.
excellent, though.
I want to talk about that mental breakdown.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
led you to that?
Well,
Yeah.
that's not excellent. But
It was more.
It's not excellent.
I was saying it was excellent
No,
that
it was
everyone's
excellent.
We
like,
just got
It
to segue
saw
into
something in you.
in you.
Like, each
Yeah,
time.
we just both kind of segue at the wrong time.
Well,
but
same
yeah, let's,
thing. When I got into how many times did you take your real estate test, Brooke?
One.
All right, I love you. I took mine like
she's
19
so-
times.
I was gonna say I took it once
She's
too.
a 1%.
So at
But I didn't think I was
mortgages-
gonna pass, so I'm not gonna lie.
But you just gotta go. You just gotta take it.
You
get
just have
over
to do it, yeah.
Well, with mortgages, you have to take a safe test. Okay. So I'm
Yeah.
19, getting a lot of attention. I'm hanging out downtown. I'm like partying, doing all these things, and I just could not pass that damn test. I got like a 54 the first time. You need to get a 74 or 75 to pass. But they're like, all right, she's young. She'll figure it out. So then you get another one, another try. You get up to 3 times before you have to wait 6 months before taking the test another
Oh
time.
wow.
Yeah.
So
my brother
again-
did that.
Somebody else believed in me. And his name is Chad Weinbaum and Harry Hill. Those guys were like, keep her around. She's so good on the phones. It doesn't matter. Like, it didn't matter. They hung on to me. And luckily they did because then I went on to be, a President's Club banker at the company right down the street. I am so grateful for
Girlfriend,
everything.
look at you with these accolades.
What are
I'm
you
so
saying
impressive.
on the phones?
Yeah.
I'm saying, like...
Bitch, buy a house. I'm just
Yeah, basically. No, I'm saying like, hey, it's Katie with Quicken Loans. I know you wanted to, consider refinancing your property. Let me get you over to somebody that is basically smarter than me to get it fucking done. But in better words. But I would just like shoot the shit with them, and then I connect them.
You're authentic and relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go figure. Look how that works out in the long run.
Yeah.
Authentic,
Yeah, it's
relatable, and it's
Where do you get all that energy from?
I don't fucking know. Cocaine. No, I'm just kidding. No.
she just allegedly.
Well, you did say Quicken.
No, I'm totally
just
kidding.
kidding. Allegedly.
No, she said Quicken. I just got that.
Allegedly.
Quicken Loans, no. No, I think it's, again, it really is just that I know that if I don't survive the day or the week or the month, that my entire family will not, have the life that they
So
deserve.
just like your mentality that you have is like, I have to make this happen, or if.
For a
And
while,
then-
it's been
I
like
know.
that. More than lately, my husband is a very good guy to rely on, that I can count on him to. Burnout's real.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
run
100%.
really, really hard, and then I burn out for a couple
So
days.
I actually want to talk about that for a minute. Not burnout, but I want to talk about, because I think in this industry, us, especially us as women, we have this independence, and we are in a, it's not a lie, it's not a secret, a male-dominated field.
Oh, yeah.
100%. So in Will is working with, we have our business and works with me. How do you manage the family work balance as an independent woman with an independent man working together? When does that time come in that you're like, okay, I'm going to step back. I'm actually going to trust him and he's going to do this. And I know that like men show, they show their trust, right? They show us what they
Yeah.
can do. But when you're in a predominantly male dominated field as a woman, independent, how does that look for people who are doing this together with a couple?
Guys
You know
are
what
good.
I mean?
So many loaded questions. So I don't think it's ever looked that way for us. I've never been treated that way from Cyrus ever. Mm-hmm. He's always put me in a position of power. I think he's given me the confidence that I've absolutely needed. I was like a little broken bird, like going into this relationship because of family stuff, because of just in general. And then he was just like, "You're ridiculous. Why are you just not like president? Or like, why are you not doing these things?" So that's always been helpful. But genuinely, when you're competing, we're just not competing. Like, he knows I've always been a way better communicator, way better realtor in those positions, and then the things that he's really good at, I just stay the fuck out of. Like, we just really allow
Right.
each other
Mesh
to mesh.
like
mesh.
taxes.
Yeah.
He's the tax man. I'm staying out of it.
Yeah.
Like, he knows that if we can just pick up each other's slack really well. We don't have kids, which again is very different and difficult.
That's what it is. No, just
It
kidding.
is though, for real, Tyra. I will say, like, kudos to everyone that is working in these positions and has children, because it's so tough.
It
Like,
makes
who's
it
gonna
10
get
times
home?
worse. It makes it 10 times
Who's gonna
worse.
pick up our daughter from
Yeah.
cheerleading
Yeah.
for the last 4 months?
I'm
It
just
just
like, are you
adds
picking up dinner or am I?
on
Like,
top
it's
of
very
everything.
easy. But really, it is more so about, like, we just kind of know each other's roles, and then, you know, like, we do
and respect them, like,
we do
appreciate
stupid
that.
stuff. Where I'm like, did you go to the mailbox or do I need to? Like, it sounds silly. Like,
No, it's
I
not.
give you all the credit because our tasks
No,
are
I send
minimal.
my kids to the mailbox now because we'll
Our
drive
tasks
by.
are minimal.
Like, literally, we'll drive. We have a very long driveway, and I'm like, who's getting out, get the mail, and
Our
I'm
mail's
going.
at the corner. That's the only reason I joke about that.
Yeah,
It's-
like I'm like, who's doing the mail today? And they fight over it, and I'm like, God, I love it. Not having to walk down this driveway to pick up the mail. No, that's incredibly awesome that you guys have that dynamic, because it is difficult, especially being in this industry, and knowing your roles, and it's respected. Like, you guys respect each other's roles, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
Very awesome. All right, so looking back to childhood, high school, college.
No college. For
No
me. Well,
college?
I went to Henry Ford Community College, briefly for special education for teaching.
So what so you talked about what led you to real estate, but was that really like your passion? Like, where were you at when you thought?
I fucking hate real estate. I do not like real estate at all.
So where
I
did
do
you
not.
think you would be at?
That's what I'm still trying to find out. I'm like still trying to literally figure that out. It's probably the most annoying thing for everyone in my life. They're like, you make more money and help and connect with more clients and people than like any other career or passion that anyone's gonna do. And I'm still just like, what's next? Like,
Yeah.
What do you hate about real estate?
other agents. I love you. Other agents.
Except for everyone
Yeah.
in this room.
No, you know what
except
I
for the
hate
people on
is-
this podcast.
I hate the people that just get fucked left and right. Like, I
Yeah.
hate the people that we work with a lot of first-time home buyers. It drives me insane that people take advantage of them. Hey, they didn't disclose anything. We go through a buyer, $500, $700 in an inspection is a lot of money.
Yes.
For you to waste our time when you know the sewer line is shot and that's something we can't see, it drives me insane. It makes me so sad for people because we've got buyers. My average price range is not, normally where it is now. I've been doing this almost 8 years. My average price range for a long time was $60,000, $80,000. So to have buyers that can purchase a property and their payment is going to be $400, $500 less than what they normally would be paying in rent, and having to deal with some slumlord that's not going to take care of it anyways, that's a dream come true.
Right.
I went into 4 properties today with our agent Andre. People are paying Section 8 and like their water's not on. Like, there's so many shitty situations that are happening in Detroit that drives me insane. So I don't even know what your question was, Brooke. I'm like, I told you. I go to
What do you hate about real
I go to
estate? But you
Kanye
said
about
it,
real
estate,
yeah.
But it's just like that makes me so that's what bothers me is other agents not doing the right things up front.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot in Detroit proper where we do most of our business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that part.
So you talked about this breakdown that you had at Quicken.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that first, and then how did you transition over to real estate?
Yeah, so the breakdown I had, I was 24. And for most people, they'd be like, what? Like, everything was going amazing. I was like, just got engaged. Everything was like perfect. But I just couldn't deal with the politics there anymore. There was a lot of egotistical males. I'm like, do I name names? Do I name names? No, I'm over it now, but it was more so like just being treated that you're a number.
Yeah.
That's really tough. I deal with clients to this day that put in 10, 15, 20 years in a company and they're just treated like a piece of meat and they're out. It doesn't matter. So that was happening a lot to where I went into a situation that I thought I was I thought I was coming in to have a conversation, and that turned into that conversation being like, well, actually, we're going to put you on a letter. And I don't know if you guys know anyone like Quicken, Rocket, but the letter situation means like you can't. It's kind of like a death threat in a way with the company, and their culture has changed. But like, you know, there were just some things that were happening. I was closing multiple loans a month, and I, you know, was doing very well, but I was being treated kind of like a peasant. So that happened, and then kind of the rubber band had snapped, and then me and the regional vice president, when I was there, had kind of it'd be like us here, and we're attacking each other's character. Like, I don't like your shirt, Brooke. And then you'd be like, I don't like your hair. It was like very stupid. And then I was like, oh, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
To the point where the company had called me afterwards and asked me to come back.
How'd that
Because-
conversation go?
I was like, I took it as a sign, kind of like maybe I just need to take a beat. And then I went back to school for special education and blew through all my savings, and that didn't work out. That didn't make any sense. And then luckily I was 24 and all my friends were buying houses. Martina Vagel, love her, she was like, you should just become a realtor. And I was like, yeah, right. And I was like, I guess I should just fucking take the test. And my life is full of random things that just happen.
things.
So I should be following all these things along. But then, yeah, my very first sale was one of my best friends, Bobby. We went and wrote the offer together. I'm calling the girl at Keller Williams, like, how do I write this offer? And the rest is history.
Wow.
There's two things that like stand out to me, and I have to give you credit for. Number one is your level of taking chances, because there are not
I'm a
too many
risk
people.
taker.
She's gotta
You're
be
a
a
risk taker.
5.
Like God, why do you all? Her and I, like literally, I was thinking that we're gonna have to do our number, because that is definitely something that I'm thinking about, is the level of which you do stuff and you're on the whim and let's go for it. But I think like even your authenticness. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Authenticness?
If not, it's your trademark.
We know what you
Authenticity?
mean.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I like my word, authenticness.
authenticness.
We're going to put that in the Weber's dictionary. But that's so genuine and real. And even the fact that you can, like, you're calling out people's names from, like, years ago.
They changed my life.
And
They
I'm
changed
trying to
my life.
remember names from, like, last week.
Oh, no.
Of,
They
like,
changed
who
my
I
life.
encountered. So, like, I think that shows, like, the genuine character of the person that you are. And I have to honestly say, like, I've met you for the first time. I've heard a lot about you from, well, I've saw a lot of fun stuff from the FOMO snowboarding Boyne trip that I missed. But there's definitely something authentic and genuine about you. And I think that's a badass. Like, you carry this badass aura
I don't know
about
how
you.
else
That's
to be.
awesome.
I don't know how else
Yeah.
to be.
No, that's so awesome.
But
about
drunk
it.
off Will's tequila.
So I have a question for you. We usually ask like a few questions when we're kind of winding down, but in a perfect world, like, what would you be doing? I would say that's my question for you.
I'd be an attorney.
Like,
I'd be a lawyer.
really?
Okay.
I could see
So
that.
I see you like as an advocate for the
If
people.
I could fucking pass the bar exam, I would be
But
a
you know
lawyer.
what?
You'd be
Yeah.
eating people up left and right. Like,
Yeah. Or
Let me tell you-
a news reporter.
Let
that's
me
so
tell
funny.
you something. So
Go ahead.
I like people.
I have the same what you have.
Yes.
As being like a lawyer, attorney, I've been told that since I was little. Like, you should be an attorney, you should be a lawyer. And I just recently met with like an attorney and her husband and things like that, because I was like really interested in
We're at the Tyra Katie firm.
Yes.
Let's get it.
But listen, I realized that it's not what I need to do. Like, it's so much politics,
There
so
are.
to speak, like
Yeah.
into
Same
that.
thing with real estate.
Yeah.
Though I'm like, I can't get past the boundaries of people's bullshit.
But it's
When-
more of what I realized is more of being just like an advocate
Yeah.
for the people.
Yeah.
And then have like an attorney or a lawyer that you can refer them to if needed. But see, it's like, I believe in justice for people.
Same.
Like, I don't believe in people being mistreated and whatever, so I get you. But it's more of just being like an advocate for the people. So
I know, but it hasn't
That's
been enough. Tyra.
Yeah.
It hasn't been enough.
We have to just join forces.
Listen, you got like 300,000 followers. I have 4. Get on up here, guys. Get on up here. Like,
listening.
I.
So
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
actually curious to know because I was thinking about that, asking that question to like all of us. If you were not, because you're a broker, we're all real estate. Are you a broker or are you a real estate agent?
I'm not. No, my husband's the broker. I have no business in
Okay.
being in that. I'll probably be a broker because I have a strong fear of him like dying.
Oh
and then
my
I have to like nothing's
What?
gonna die soon. Nothing's gonna die soon.
don't say
Cyrus,
that.
don't
like,
listen to
what
this.
Do not
like,
put
I always
that
have
in
a
the
do not.
universe.
That's not even
So-
going to be put in the.
But I'm like, I
She
have to
didn't just
become a
say
broker
that.
She didn't just say
just to
that.
make
Yeah.
sure.
So okay,
And
so
then-
I'm just curious, Brooke. If you were not a real estate agent, where did you see yourself? Like, what
I
did you
mean,
want to be?
What do I want? I want to be an influencer full time. That's what I want to be.
Girlfriend, when you were
What do you wanna
5
influence?
years old,
Oh,
you
when
did
I was
not
5
say
years old?
like you were like
Oh.
I'm going to be an influencer. No, like at a young Brooke, what did you
Oh.
think you were going to be?
I thought I was gonna be a nurse. And
A
then
nurse? Okay.
I,
You're not afraid of blood?
I passed out at the hospital because
I think
I
every
fully
time.
was in a vocational program to be a nurse and passed out.
Oh my god.
And then my dreams were, crushed.
Crushed for-
and
Shattered.
I went into marketing, and I just always knew I was a creative, so
Mm-hmm.
I figured I'd be in marketing, and now I'm in property management.
And your
real estate.
voice is so good.
I know, right?
I sound like a fucking chipmunk on here. Yeah.
What did you say? She's like a chipmunk.
I sound like a chipmunk. Yeah, but
Oh,
it's
I-
like, so calm.
I'm
and
just,
reserved.
listen, girl. I still have people call my phone. Like, can I talk to your parents? Like, I'm definitely okay.
fair.
Katie, if you weren't a real estate agent, you said lawyer.
Lawyer,
You
100%.
would- Is that what you always wanted to be? Younger? Or was that later in
News
life?
reporter, my 5th grade speech.
wanted to be
Actually,
that
I
for a
just
little
met
while.
my
I
5th
was-
grade crush on Saturday, Dina Senefani. Met her in person.
Ooh, okay.
I wanted to be here so badly. I still do because she's a fucking babe. But I really wanted to be a news reporter for like Fox 2 News. And then I'm like, I really kind of want to be in LA now. So, yeah, lawyer.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you think you were going to
Same.
be
Like
when you were younger?
I went through the stage where I wanted to be like a journalist or like a news reporter for a long time, and I was thinking about this because we do like hot topics.
Yeah.
And y'all are always like looking at me for hot topics. In high school, fun fact, I had like a section of the high school newspaper that was called "What's Hot and What's Not."
Oh, I
Yes.
totally see that.
You had
Like my senior
mixtapes?
year.
She also had mixtapes. I don't know if you knew that, Katie, but she had
What?
mixtapes
Amazing.
that she was
No,
throwing out.
My
And-
brother,
It was
and
you and- it was
they
you and
did
Rob.
the mixtape. I made a special appearance. I was T Smooth.
T Smooth.
T Smooth.
T Smooth on the mic.
Yes, yes.
So that's funny. So I don't want to like jump on the bandwagon, but I really thought I was going to be a news reporter.
Yeah.
Like that's
Really?
It's
yeah.
not too late, guys. Why don't we just open our own fucking
Let's
station?
just open our
Yes.
own station.
Done and
do our
done.
I actually thought I was going to do the weather. I am psycho about the weather.
The green screen behind
That
her.
was like
will
the best thing
tackle
ever
the-
doing the weather.
The Detroit
I-
problems.
You can ask my kids. Like they laugh at me. They're like, "Mom, what's the weather today?" And I'm like, "Oh, we have an ice storm coming in at 10 o'clock, and
Yeah.
you probably won't have school tomorrow because it's going to go till 9 a.m." Like I really like the weather
Yeah.
is a
love
thing for me.
it.
So my kids like laugh. Like my oldest daughter is always she's like, "Mom, did you check the weather?" And I'm like, "Already did." On it.
Already got it.
Like not so much a news reporter, but I actually thought I would be a weather girl.
Weather, like
Yeah.
the
Hell
anchor.
yeah.
I thought it was
Mine was more of like being like
We
a
have the
journalist.
crew.
Yeah.
She's influencing. I'm in Detroit in the worst possible projects that no one wants to be in.
I'm a journalist.
You're the
You're the
weather.
journalist, and
Yes.
I'm gonna take care of the
Guys,
weather.
wait,
we just
let's
let's
wrap it up.
actually do like a real estate, like almost like the Weather Channel, but it's like a real
We can
estate.
do a real estate
Instagram
don't,
page.
version
Brooke, don't give
of
her
the
ideas
news.
away.
That would be funny. Like your real estate
Are
news.
you still live? Oh, great, it's live. Someone's just gonna take our idea.
Okay, I get it.
We're copywriting that shit. Don't
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah.
But no,
It's already copyright.
It's already copyright.
It's already
Yep.
trademarked.
So trademark, done. Deal with it.
Okay.
So we're gonna wrap up because you have been a trip, and I actually like adore you, and I think this is so much fun. What would you tell your younger self?
Ooh, yikes. Do I have a younger self? I'm pretty young, right? No.
I'm 36 forever, so it's okay.
I would tell my younger self to just be less judgmental, just open the doors, let the doors open in a sense of like, I used to be really like, it sounds really bad, but I grew up with so many men that I think I just kind of hated women for a long time.
Really?
I'm being very,
would have
you guys
never-
are getting it all. You're getting it all out of me.
But did they hate women? Is that why?
No,
Or-
not at all. No.
It was a male-dominated
I think
world
I
for
was
you.
just like, I just wasn't around a lot of powerful, confident women, you know? And then I thought for a long time that I just had to like kind of play the boys game and like always do those
Oh,
things.
okay.
In which I would just tell my younger Katie to just, really just stick to what you know and just be confident in it. I was always very shy. Even tonight, I'm like, kind of have to be like a few drinks in to do any of these things. But it's getting better and better to where I'm kind of being more confident and going in these situations. So just be more confident and trust what you know, and not be as judgmental. Just let every single person that you know be as they are.
That's pretty deep.
That's good.
That's powerful. I love it.
Yeah.
Brooke, you want to ask your question? You're
I'm
up.
gonna ask the question I always ask because we had to throw real estate in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give us your craziest, wildest real estate story. I know you got some because you're in Detroit.
There's so many, Brooke.
What stands out? Like when
There's
I
so
asked the
many.
question.
I wish I would have.
There's got to be one that, like,
one.
I told you none of the shit you read, but we were going to ask. You know
All
that,
right.
right?
This will be wild for some, but it's actually not that wild for me anymore. But it's kind of like a little niche, and I don't know. Okay, so I work with this this investor who I love dearly. He's amazing. I still have a property listed for him now. He bought about 5 properties with me in 2018, like right before COVID, long before COVID. Right when I kind of got into it, 2017, 2018. And I would help him get inspections set up. He had some contractors that he trusted. I didn't really know them. I was kind of new to the game. And I, oh my God, I went to a house at like 7, 8 a.m. There was an inspector there. I knew I was grabbing keys from them. He had contractors he had already connected with. I just had helped him buy the house. So I was like, oh, perfect. It's like 8 a.m. I'm going to go grab the keys. I look inside. I'm like, there's a couple people in there, but I was like, there's no cars out front. So then I was like, whatever. I'm just like kind of fearless in these
Lord.
situations.
I was just said, I already know where this is going.
And whatever, I go in the side door and there's a guy shooting up right here and there's a guy shooting up right there. And luckily they were friendly junkies because I walked out and I was like, oh, all right. And then I think this is like the start of me sharing my location with people.
Yeah.
Like, and my husband especially. And I had called my husband, but then AAA was already on the way because the worst part is it was February. It was like right around this time. Freezing. I go to get in my car and I locked my keys in my car.
Oh, no.
It gets better. So then
She's like,
I'm
but wait,
sitting out
there's
there,
more.
This guy in this like complete like I don't know chevron suit pulls up and like gets out of his huge ass Escalade and pulls in. I was like, hey, like this work is really terrible. Also, I just walked in on your guys like shooting up in the house. He was like, I know, but they're my best masonries. Like,
So he
Wait,
knew.
whoa,
Yes.
stop. They were their
Correct.
his contractors?
yes,
Like,
just getting their morning shot in. And then I was like, well, also, can you ask one of them to just open my car door? And they came in and they peeled my car door open. And then I moved on with my life.
Wow.
And that is Detroit for you, baby.
holy shit. He was like, yeah, just like
Why don't
trying
they
to
get
They
the
were
job
so
done, like, we
friendly,
don't care.
like it didn't matter, but they were, yeah. Listen, guys,
See, I thought they were squatter. I thought you
a
were going they were
lot
squatters.
of
Is that what you thought?
your, a lot of your people that are working on these properties, investors, are your plumbers, your
Yeah.
masonaries. Like you just don't know who you're getting. You start with one
Yeah.
crew, you end up towards the end. We deal with a lot of people in Detroit who purchase properties and they never even meet the entire crew that works on it. Those guys were
Wow.
great, but it was scary.
But
at
it's
first.
it's yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
At
so
first.
I'm gonna finish because I actually have a question. So Match Realty, you and your husband opened that together. You're co-founder. Where do you guys see yourself in 5 years?
Ooh, this is a Cyrus question. I think that our crew right now is so amazing. Sean, Andre, Andrew, Brian, Kyra, Carlos.
Yeah, I couldn't even name all those people.
The entire, well, our crew is so tight in it now that it's perfect.
Yeah.
They're f***ing killing it. Like, it's amazing, and we're so proud of them and so grateful to work alongside them that now we're able to fully grow into LA. Now we are
So I saw
officially-
that. Not that I stalked your Instagram, but I totally stalked your Instagram. So are you in Hollywood too? Because I saw.
Yeah,
What is it?
so
Was it Hollywood?
Hollywood Estates is a
That's
team
what
I
thought.
joined out there to like learn from them. Oliver Thornton and his dad RC, they're builders, brokers. They're amazing. I mean, they're fighting actual fucking fires out there from the fires in LA over the last couple weeks. So I joined them to learn. I haven't sold anything out there myself yet.
You have your license out there?
Yep, I've been licensed for almost 3 years now, but I haven't actually sold anything there because we were really
even
working
talk
to get the
about that.
team to the right part. And now we are. Now we can count on our entire crew here to like do the right things, represent Match the right way. They're all making good money now, so we can really flow. So I think 5 years
the
is up.
company that you said you partnered with?
So
Being able to do it out
Real
there?
Real Broker is the brokerage we affiliated with here. So Cyrus could do less of the back end. Hollywood Estates is their own brokerage. Yep. So I joined that team out there.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Girl, I'm not
that's
gonna lie.
great.
You're doing big things, and
I'm trying.
Your
Trying to.
energy is unmatchable,
great
and
energy.
you have
Yeah.
amazing. And I think after hours,
ladies.
we're gonna do your numbers because Tyra is. I'm sure you're already ready.
But we got like
She's a numbers
20
girl.
minutes because there's about to be a crazy weather.
Crazy weather storm. So we're gonna.
I'm gonna drive Brooke home to make sure she's safe.
Yeah, because I drive a
Yep.
sedan. I don't drive a truck.
Brooke doesn't
so-
like bad weather. So, but honestly, thank you so much.
Thank you,
because,
ladies. Thank you so
uh,
much for having me.
I can't wait to see where you're going.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
I'm excited. For
I'll see you guys again
Yeah.
soon. Way
Thank you
before
for
Boyd.
Way before Boyd.
Thank
Yes.
you for bringing your energy to
Yes.
this podcast.
Yes.
It's a wonderful
Thank you,
energy.
ladies.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right.
All right.
Stay tuned, guys, for our next episode, and we'll see you soon. Peace.
Peace out. Be safe.
I feel like I was like screaming at this.
I kept looking at your phone instead of the camera, so I'm like looking up.
Whose phone?
That's a wrap. I did live stream on mine.